Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tea with Z. My name is Zamil Slanky, and it's an absolute pleasure to be joining each and every one of you again on another episode this morning. And if you haven't done so already, go and grab your tea, your cuppa, your coffee, your bowl of spaghetti, whatever it might be, your toast, and strap yourself in for another episode with us this morning. And let's get some energy pumping. Let's get some likes. Let's get some hearts. Because as you know, we're all about that energy exchange because it's a stunning day here in Brisbane. And I hope it's a stunning day wherever you are in the world. Look, at the end of the day, you woke up for another day. So if that's not stunning in itself, I don't know what is. So today we want to talk about and lead on from, I guess, some of the things that we've been chatting about this week. So yesterday we covered off debriefing at 3 a.m. and we found, like last night, while we didn't hit our objective again, Natasha and I being able to debrief on our objective to get Sarah to sleep throughout the night without disturbing us and self-soothing herself back to sleep. We've been able to then navigate a few different little tactics that we're exploring. And as a result of that, what I wanted to do today was discuss progress over perfection. Now, as we know as healthpreneurs, we're wired and we're geared to believe that, and rightly so, in some instances, that a lack of perfection could kill somebody. And that's rightly true. But when we're on our own healthpreneurial journey, when we're stepping into our own health and well-being, when we're trying to do new things within our business, if we use that same mindset, the lack of progress, waiting for perfection, could actually kill our business, could actually prevent us from changing, prevent us from being adaptable. And as a result of that, prevent us from doing new things that help us to thrive, not just to survive. Now, we all know, and thanks to COVID, that it's so important that we are adaptable. It's so important that we progress and we change things up, that we innovate, that we do things differently in order to ensure our success. But how does that work in regards to, I guess, us and ourselves while we're waiting for perfection, or if we are waiting for perfection? What is that doing for you? Because I know for me personally, I've always been described by others, even myself, I would describe myself as a perfectionist. Now, for me, then that's reinforced the notion of me trying to seek perfection, trying to seek perfection. And take building a house, for example. You spend and invest so much time planning out a home, planning out where the walls will go, where the light switch will go, what type of fittings you might have, where the drawer would go, what you're going to put into that drawer, and the purpose of that drawer. And there's infinite possibilities as to how many things you can try to plan for. But when you build that house and when it comes to fruition, nobody that I've ever known stands at that house and goes, you know what, this is absolutely perfect. There's always one or two things that we go, oh, you know what, I wish I did this instead, or I wish I did that instead. Or even throughout the build, we come and look at our plans and we go, you know what, maybe I'm going to change my mind. And as a result of that, would we ever build our house knowing that, well, or waiting for it to be absolutely perfect? Well, no, you've got to pull the trigger and start somewhere. You've got to lay that foundation and go, you know what, will come, will come. There'll be lessons learnt along the way, but opportunities to grow from those lessons as well and to do better next time. Now, so many people that build a home or even build a house for that matter, turn around and go, well, I would never do that experience again, because there were so many lessons learned during that process that it was quite overwhelming. And the same is true for business. The same is true on your own healthpreneurial journey. But unlike building a home, our health is something that we need to work on every single day. A business, though, we can build it up to then successfully exit out of it as well. So we always enter business to successfully exit business. But what does that mean then in terms of innovating and adapting and doing things differently? Thriving, not just surviving. Well, firstly, it takes faith, it takes leadership, it takes grit, resilience, determination to know that you're taking a first step into the potentially unknown. Now, we've spoken about this earlier in the week about breaking routine, stepping into the unknown. And the planning process helps us to mitigate those risks and understand what we're stepping into. Understanding that, whatever progress I'm making today is going to have an incremental and compounded effect over time to help me achieve my goals. But it's about taking that first step to start with. It's about taking that first step, recognizing that, that first step might not be perfect. And a great example of this is when I've started doing Tea with Z. That took a leap of faith. It took a leap of grit, resilience, determination to really start to do this. And now we're almost at 100. Well, we're at 175 episodes now, I believe. Almost 175 episodes. And that takes, obviously, persistence. That takes each incremental step to do something differently. So my challenge for you today, and my question for you today is, what's one thing that you've been putting off? What's one thing that you've been putting off today, whether it's a phone call, whether it's even just signing up for a gym, taking a first step, acknowledging that, you might need to change something in your personal lives, your professional lives. Maybe it's what you're about to eat right now, about to put into your mouth while watching this episode. What you're drinking right now, what you're about to prepare for lunch, for dinner, whatever it might be. What are the choices you're making, and is it leading you to a better version of yourself, to the goals that you want to achieve? Because you have the power, you have the choice to take one step to achieve your goals today. Just one step to help achieve your goals. And you're not going to achieve that goal, but it's at least one step towards that goal. So there's no perfect time, there's no perfect moment. And so my challenge for you today is identify that one thing that you've been putting off. And how can you make progress on that one thing to help you achieve your goals today? So food for thought, like always. And if you want any more food for thought for this week, as you know, tomorrow or most Fridays, we jump into an exclusive episode in the Limitless Network, which is a group of like-minded people who value health in any way, shape, or form. The details are in the description box below, so feel free to join there. But yeah, what's one thing you're going to progress today rather than waiting for perfection? So that's it from me today. Have an incredible day. And wherever you are in the world, stay safe, stay well, and I look forward to catching up with you on another episode of Tea with Z and seeing you in the Limitless Network. And remember, details are in the description box below, and I'm going to pop this up on the screen as we close out. Have an amazing day. Bye for now.